every road I see leads away from me. There's not a single one that leads me home. The road keeps saying, friend, come see what's round the bend. So is it any wonder that I roam? All the places I have been keep calling me back again. Down in the pines I hear the cold winds blow. My heart keeps telling me, footloose and fancy free, and the road goes by and calls me as it goes. Well, maybe somewhere there's a someone waiting there with a smile, and maybe there will be a place to stop and rest a while, and maybe you weren't meant to be just a rolling stone, and there's a road to travel on that leads you back to home. I made my interval stop, Starved Rock State Park, 1,000% worth it. Oh my god, that was so beautiful. I was only there for like over an hour, and I could have been there for like 2 or 3 more hours. It was very big, so I barely even got to see everything. I went up really high and saw like a beautiful lookout on the Illinois River, and I went down low through this canyon that was incredible. This is the best part of the day so far. Worth it. The trails were super well maintained. They had really big and easy walkways, a lot of stairs because you do have to go kind of high and low. Really, really well maintained. And then I went into the bathroom, and that was by far the most disgusting bathroom I've seen on this trip so far. And then I almost left my water bottle in the bathroom, and I had to wait for this lady to get out of that stall, and she was taking for fucking ever. It smelled so bad in there. But you know what? You know what I always tell myself when I come across a gross bathroom? Nothing will ever top how disgusting the porta potties at Burning Man were. Nothing will ever top that. I mean, I was like intoxicated most of the time I was there, so it didn't matter to me so much. It didn't matter so much. Anyways, I got my second patch. Cute, orange. You know what? There needs to be a better selection of patches. That's something I've noticed anytime I've like looked for patches. It's kind of hard. There's always a ton of magnets and a ton of keychains and mugs, but like patches, they're so cool. That's where it's at, yo. Come on, give me more options. This was the best option. Oh well, it's cute. I still think there were too many people on the trail. I think that part of that is just me. I think I just don't like being around people anymore. And I haven't been around people for a very long time, especially since I lived alone for a year. You know what? I think that that's just on me, because the trails were wide enough that people could have more distance, so that was good. They did require masks inside the visitor center, but more than half of the goddamn people weren't wearing them, and they didn't get in trouble, so what are you doing, Illinois? What are you doing? People should really be careful and stop fucking this up for everybody, but here we are. It's America. Definitely the most beautiful spot I've stopped at so far. People, I can't see out my back. I mean, I can see out my back window, but just not as good as I would like to, you know? I can see out of it very clearly. Just like when I turn, you know, there's shit on the side. Yeah, good idea, me. This was actually a place when I lived in Chicago I looked at and I always wanted to go to. I always thought it looked so beautiful. I never went because I only lived there for 6 months and I was working full time. I always wanted to go and I never did. It was like the closest by big nature thing to Chicago. I was very nature deprived when I was there. It was making me very, very sad. I'm so glad I got to go. I would have loved to stay longer. It was worth it. That was really worth it. I'm really happy I did that. With how bad today has been, there was a little part of me that was like, I just want to freaking go to my campground and blah, blah, blah. I'm so mad and meh. Yeah, but I'm glad I went. I'm glad I stuck to my original plan. Yeah, I don't know. This is a weird place. I don't know how I feel about it. Very interesting. I made it to my second campground in one piece. It's really pretty still, and it's, again, far enough away from people, but not too far. I'm in a spot that's like a hiking spot, but my car is right there. So I don't know what this firewood is here for, but I'm not making a fire tonight because I don't trust myself when it's just me. There's this pretty foliage around. I haven't set up yet because I'm eating. I don't know, I'm tired. But it's pretty. I don't know what kinds of trees these are. I went and got dinner at this Mexican restaurant and I got a ton of nachos. I love nachos, like vegetarian nachos. And then they gave me a bag of chips and salsa too, so I'm just overloaded with chips right now, and I feel bad because it's just me. And I'm gonna have to toss this. I've barely eaten it, but it's good, so, you know, it looks gross. Don't look at it. It's very filling, which I think I needed. So I'm like looking at the caves around here because it is Maquoketa Caves. It's really confusing me though, because there's a lot. There's 16. They're marked on this map, but it doesn't tell you what each cave is like. It worries me because there's this little blurb on the back that's like, some caves have concrete floors and really good lighting, but other ones you have to crawl into and it's really scary shit, and I'm not doing that. So it seems like there's not a lot near where I'm camping because I'm a little further out because I'm in one of the tent spots and not one of the RV spots. But I like caves. I love caves. Caves are cool. Caves are great. Love them. Love them. No, get away from my food, please. Stop. Oh, that's a mosquito. There aren't any giant mosquitoes that I've seen so far, so like, that's good. I better set up now. I'm gonna have to toss this food and I feel so bad. It was only $8. Pretty cheap for a giant plate of nachos. I just wish I had someone to share it with because I hate wasting food. I'm gonna have to because I don't have a fridge or a microwave. Okay, I'm gonna set up. Okay, something that doesn't make sense to me. This is a campground that's like, there's RV spots and then there's these hiking spots where you just park your car near and you can only have a tent. For some reason, the bathrooms are right next to the RV spots and not anywhere near the tent only spots. How does that make sense? If people in RVs, they have hookups, so they're gonna go to the bathroom in their RVs and campers, and yet us poor little tent people who paid a lesser amount of money have to like hike to get to the bathroom. A little bit of a trek, definitely at night, so hopefully I don't have to pee in the middle of the night, but it just doesn't make sense to me. Why would you do that? Okay, well, this quality is not going to be good, but I'm going to deal with it. I'm so tired. It's like not even 9 o'clock. I'm expecting to get better sleep tonight because I already kind of feel like passing out. I just went to the bathroom. There were these screaming little children. They were like teasing one girl about some bug or something that was in there. And they said it looked like the monsters from Stranger Things. And they were like trying to freak her out about it, and she was just screaming. It was very uncomfortable. I did not know what to do. You know what? We're just gonna deal with the shitty lighting because I don't have a lantern anymore because mine broke. I feel like I need to say some positive things today because I said a lot of negative things yesterday and it kind of bled into today. Not the best day, TBH. Okay, positive one. I don't believe there are any trains here, so I will not wake up in the middle of the night from that, which is great. Positive 2. I'm excited to go to caves tomorrow. I'm excited to visit Des Moines tomorrow. I've never been there. Positive 3. I get to stay in my first hotel of the trip, which means I get to take a shower. I don't know, it's been a good trip so far besides some of the chaos that's been happening the past 24 or 48 hours. I have faith it's gonna still be good. Hear those noises? Damn, yo. Anyways, I wanna sleep. I'm really tired.